Hey guys, don't forget to ring the bell after subscribing. This way you won't miss my new videos.
The all-new r15 V3 is here, but is it worth it? Let's find out. Now, for the purpose of clear understanding, I'm going to divide this into positives and negatives, and you let me know what you like and what you don't. First, let's go into the positives. The design. The design is absolutely refreshing. Thank you very much, Yamaha. Arigato gozaimasu! Geez, finally it is not a stickering job or a new color scheme, so thank you very much again, Yamaha. But here I'm not going to talk about headlight, tail light, indicators, the pure aesthetic things. I'm not going to talk about that. I'm here to talk about functionality. So let's go. The digital console. The digital console looks awesome. I hope it comes with more functionality. I'm least worried about writing my name on the digital console, rather have more functionality, right? Lap timer, please, lap timer. But hey, looks like there is a gear indicator. Now the flow of the front windshield and the headlights combo has changed. Now how is it not a looks thing, right? I just said I'm not going to talk about looks. It is not just about looks. If you cannot understand the difference between r15 V2 having a visor like this, which it comes up like this and goes like this, rather than this that flows like this, I cannot really explain why. More aerodynamic track. It's a wider visor too, dude. That means more visibility when you crouch. Damn, I had to say this. Now next good thing, upside down forks. I don't know if it will come to India, but then upside down forks, I hope it comes to India. Now if you notice the seats, the rider seat has more cushioning than what it used to be on r15 V2. So it's going to be a little more comfortable to your ass. Especially for people who take r15 on touring. Now the next awesome thing is the proper clip-ons. If you guys have noticed, the last clip-ons used to come above the triple tree. This time it is below the triple tree. That means it's going to be more sportier and more aggressive stance. r15 chala ke hata darad de re hata. Do you complain about wrist pain from riding r15? It is going to get much more worse. Or maybe it is due to something else. Now the next cool thing I noticed is the bigger tank. No wait, it's the bigger looking tank. It's not a bigger capacity tank, it's the bigger dimension tank. Now in r15 V2, the whole reason the bike used to look a little small is because of the tank being really small. And not just aesthetic wise, on the racetrack this poses a little bit of a challenge. If you have a smaller tank, and especially with the r15, when you turn inside the corners and you have to lean off your freaking bike, this wrist almost takes support on sportier bikes. This wrist almost takes support on the tank while you're hanging off the bike. But on r15, this wrist, even for me, for a shorter guy like me, it just misses out. It just passes above the fucking tank. So that's a change I'd welcome a lot, even if it adds a little bit of weight to the bike, because somebody like me would be properly able to hang off the bike in the corners. Now coming to the more sexier changes on the bike, the assist and slipper clutch. Let me just repeat that, alright? Assist and slipper clutch. A lot of times on the racetrack, I enter too hot into the corners and I downshift without rev matching, and the bike goes like boom, and the whole weight also shifts forward and the whole balance is gone, and then you have to enter the corner, the whole rhythm is gone. With this assist and slipper clutch, that will be minimized a lot. I would not say it would completely disappear for me, but it will be minimized a lot. That means corner entries are going to be really smoother, and this is a absolute freaking welcome change to the r15. Now another positive, if you noticed, is that the r15 has shrunk. It has shrunk a little. You can make it out that it has shrunk a little in length, which means the wheelbase is shorter than the last r15, which means more flickability, both on the street and on the track, more flickability. Watch out, KTM Duke 200. Wait, 25 bhp and a lot of bottom and top. Fuck. Now the last positive I'm going to mention is that the bike is taller than the last R15. Now, why is it a positive? Now, everybody must be thinking, if I'm a short guy, which I am, why would I praise a bike to be taller? It's because possibly the foot pegs are going to be a little higher, the exhaust is probably going to be a little higher. That means when you pitch the bike into the corners, the scraping will happen at a much higher lean angle. Right now, when I go into a couple of corners, I scrape the foot peg, sometimes I scrape the exhaust bottom, the bottom of the exhaust. I'm hoping the new R15 V3 owners will not have those issues and you can lean a little more without scraping or without having to afford a new set of foot pegs, or without having to think about buying new rear sets before you improve your skills. Alright, so I hope you all love the positives. Now let's go into the negatives of the bike. The first negative, it is 1 kg heavier. Now wait, it's not such a big negative because with the slipper clutch, with so many changes to the aesthetics, and still it's got just 1 kg heavier. So I think it's an okay negative. Let's just push it aside. Janve. Now second negative is 19 bhp. Now you must be wondering, wait a second, right? The last R15 was like 17 bhp and this is like 19 bhp. It's almost like 2.04 bhp more. Why is it bad? Why is this bad? HBP pagal ho gaya re. Why is it bad? It's because bigger number doesn't always mean the best. Where does it make this 19 bhp? Did you guys see it? 10,000 rpm. 10 freaking thousand rpm. Do you guys realize it? If you're a beginner on the racetrack like I am, then good luck hitting 10,000 rpm on the corners. Now same thing with the torque, 14.7 Nm of torque at 8,500 rpm instead of 15 Nm of torque on V2 on 7,500 rpm, which means you're gonna feel that the V2 is a little more peppier in the bottom end, unless it's because of the clutch. Now third negative is the fuel tank, the bigger looking, sexier, bigger fuel tank, which I just praised in the positives. It just looks big. It's reduced in capacity. It's less. It's 11 liter fuel tank instead of 12 liters on my R15 V2. Bhai band kar do log touring iske upar, band hi kar do ab to. So I noticed that the tank has some nice grooves like the old R1 used to have, which means it's a plastic tank. I don't know, it could be positive, negative. For me, if I can't put a tank bag on that thing, maybe I should just shut the fuck up because R15 is a track machine. It's not supposed to be used in touring. Now the last disappointment, last but the biggest. Yes. ABS. ABS is missing. Peeps. I think a lot of peeps are going to be disappointed this. Literally, it looks like there is no ABS on this bike, so you still have to do this. This. Learn to do it. It's very useful in a lot of situations. Alright, now we've discussed the positives and negatives. Now, will this come to India? Don't know. Should you wait for it? Maybe. But let's say if it comes, who should buy this bike? If this was my first bike and I have even a small khwahish, which is a small wish, even if I wish it in a smallest way on going on the racetrack and practicing, then I would definitely buy an R15 V3. Now even if it's not your first bike, let's say you have a more powerful machine which you use on the street, which you use for touring, but still if you're new to racetracks and you want to practice the tracks, then there is no other beginner focused track bike in India at this affordable price. You can make mistakes on it, you can crash it, you can fix it for cheap. Wait, not as cheap as the KTM to fix, but still much affordable. And the best thing that nothing can match in this price is its reliability. Be it racetrack or be it touring. I remember the days like when I was a new tourer and I used to go to my service center, ask them give me cables, give me this, give me these levers and all I have to carry. I'm going on a 4,000 kilometers, 3,000 kilometers ride. And one of the best mechanics I know in Yamaha, he used to just hand me a clutch cable and say, you will probably not even need this, but just take it. And I've done thousands and thousands of kilometers on my R15, just not bothering about what will break. I never carried my foot pegs, I never carried my levers. And after the first few times when I understood the clutch wire life a little bit, I even stopped carrying the clutch wire. But anywho, all this apart, something tells me that if this comes to India, it's not gonna, whatever the blabbering I've done about functionality and all, it's all not gonna matter. It's going to sell like hotcakes based on just the looks. So guys and girls, let me know if you love the Yamaha R15 V3 and which color is your favorite. Let me know in comments below, and don't forget to check the other videos I'm gonna link on the screen. I make motor vlogs, I make life vlogs, and I do game vlogs and live streams every weekend. You can join me on live streams on Twitch. So this is Heartbroken Breaker. I'll be signing off. Sayonara.